Hello students, I am Safia, your science teacher. Today I am going to complete the lesson that is weather and climate. So we have discussed about maximum minimum temperature and rainfall. Other aspect of the weather is wind. So what is the use of wind? Here now we are going to use the apparatus to find out the direction and the speed of the wind, because direction and speed of the wind is also an aspect of weather. Depending on that, weather conditions may change. So what is the apparatus used for this? Actually the apparatus the device which is used for measuring the speed and the direction of the wind is called as anemometer. Anemometer is used by meteorologists to know the direction and speed of the wind. But now we doesn't have the anemometer, but we can make a pseudo anemometer. We can make an anemometer and find out the direction of the wind. How? For that we have to take a container filled with the sand. Take a container filled with sand and take one iron wire or iron rod, put it in the sand like this, exactly in the center. Then take one cardboard and cut it into the shape of an arrow. Cut it into the shape of an arrow. Okay, you have to take one cardboard and cut it in the shape of an arrow. These arrow shapes, two arrow shapes you have to cut and paste two arrow shapes in between with the help of glue, and insert this iron rod between two cardboard pieces. For example, I have taken first cardboard piece and now I am going to put this iron needle like this. Okay, for example, this is first cardboard piece. This is the iron rod. Okay, then second like this. So in this way, you have to fix the cardboards, and you have to be careful that this cardboard and this container should be far from each other, that when the wind blows, this arrow should be able to move easily. It should be able to rotate easily. So this is our apparatus. Now this apparatus you have to keep it in the open area where air or the wind is blowing. Then we will observe that the direction of this arrow will start moving, and based on the head and tail of it we can find out the direction of the wind. So what is the device used here? This device is nothing but it is like anemometer. It is a model of anemometer. So next one is humidity. Humidity is also an aspect of weather. So you will observe Vijayawada and Hyderabad. Let us take two different cities, that is Vijayawada and Hyderabad. In Vijayawada the weather is sweaty. In summer season usually we get more sweat, or in any season we get more sweat. And as comparing to Hyderabad and Vijayawada, Vijayawada is more sweaty than Hyderabad. Okay, heat is more in Hyderabad, but comparing to Vijayawada. But the people who are living in Vijayawada are experiencing more sweat. They are feeling more sweaty. That is because of humidity. In Vijayawada, humidity is more, but whereas in Hyderabad, humidity is less. So what is this actually humidity? The amount of moisture present in the air is called as humidity. The quantity of moisture present in the air is called as humidity. So if the humidity is high, we feel more sweaty. If the humidity is less, we feel less sweaty. If the temperature is high, you won't be feeling sweaty. That means temperature is high but humidity is less. But if the temperature is low but if the humidity is more, that means you feel more sweaty. The places which are present, the cities or the states which are present near the water bodies have more humidity, because their water cycle process will take place, right? In summer season, lot of water will change into vapor. That vapor is present in the air, nothing but humidity. So to measure humidity, we use an instrument that is called as hygrometer. To measure humidity, an instrument is used that is called as hygrometer. For measuring rain gauge is there. From starting to humidity, let us say the names of devices. First one, maximum minimum temperature. To measure maximum minimum temperature we use MMT, maximum minimum thermometer. Next one, to measure the rainfall we use rain gauge. Rain gauge have alternate names as well. Then next, to measure the direction of the wind and speed of the wind, anemometer is used. To know the humidity we use, what is the name of the device? Hygrometer. This was about the aspects of weather. Sky, you can see it clearly, you can see and you can say whether how it is going to be. Whether it can be cloudy, are we going to get rainfall and all, that you can see and say. You can see the sky and you can say. So, this was about all the aspects of weather. Now you observe, every year we'll get summer season, right? Summer season will start from February, mid-February to February, March, April, May, 4 months, right? Again after that rainy season, June, September, then again winter season, October to January. These seasons, okay, like this we'll be getting the seasons, main seasons. Summer, rainy and winter seasons. That for every season will continue for 4 months. But are the seasons cycling? Are we getting the exact like this only seasons? Yes, we are getting like this. That is because so weather we have completed. Now the other part of the lesson is climate. So if there is the same pattern of weather over a 25 years of time, if same weather pattern is following from 25 years of time, then it is considered as the climate of a place. For example, now if we take our India, here we will be having this kind of weather, right? That means usually 4 months will be feeling more hot. These 4 months will be a lot of rainfall, monsoon season, and these 4 months will be lot of cool. So that is because here this, as it is a continuous weather pattern. From 25 years, the last 25 years, same pattern is going, our same pattern is getting followed by the nature. So based on these pattern, we have decided the climate. We have decided the climate of India. So India is having tropical. The climate of India is tropical. That means it will be hot usually. People living in the area adjust to the climate. Based on the climate, they will be surviving their life. They will be following the life pattern based on the climate. If you are living in the tropical regions, usually we will be having all the light colored clothes and as well as the cotton clothes, etc. If you are living in the places where the cold is more, then that means the people will be using more woolen clothes and they will be having dark colored clothes. And not only that, even eating things will also be maintained by seeing the climate. So climate is a phenomena which will affect our day-to-day life. Okay, for everyday life we have to depend on the climate. If you want to know, we have to depend on weather and climate to do any kind of activity. If you want to celebrate anything, then you have to depend on weather. If you want to do any arrangements for any charity or something, then also you have to depend on the weather. So weather is very critical phenomena, but as well as it is very important phenomena. This was about the lesson weather and climate. Nowadays we are not getting this cycle continuously. Okay, we can't see that how this changes, right? We have to get rainfall from June to September, but sometimes we are getting rainfall in the October also. That means this can be a sign that maybe the climate may change, maybe the seasons may change. Whatever climate we were following from these many days, what the pattern we were following, that these 4 months are this and all, may be changed now. That is because as there is a changes in the seasons, as why these changes are taking place, that is because of global warming and all the other pollution, okay, destruction of forest and all those things. Because of these all human activities, nature is getting affected, and as a result it may change, it may lead to changes in the climatic conditions. So this lesson was completely about weather and climate. Here we have discussed many important phenomena, and as well as we have learned the different instruments used for measuring different aspects of weather. So